It's the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast with Alex Trataros, John Meleka, and Raisi on the beat. Let's go.
What's good, everyone? Alex Trataros here with another Jets episode of the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast. And with me, as always, my buddy, my coach, my pal, the man with the plan, the one and only, John Meleka. John, this man's a road warrior. This man's on the road again today. Showed up for not only MetLife to watch the Jets spank the fish. Not only did they squish the fish, slapped it, carved it, did everything all with it. He went out to Harlem, went to Columbia University to go see the Knicks practice as well. This man went there first, then went out to MetLife. This man has been on the road all day long. Talk about road warrior, a fanatic at heart. This is why when you're like, you gave me that crazy look the other day. You're like, what, a fanatic? Well, I was like, yes, man, you are a true fanatic. You're going to so many games. This is who you are. We embrace it. We love it. But how you doing, bro? How are you feeling today?
Oh man, I get what you're saying. I'm doing amazing, and this is what it's all about, man. The Knicks are, doing really well so far in the preseason, but let's not get fooled. They did really well last year's preseason. Well, they're looking good. The vibes are immaculate, as Jalen Brunson likes to say. MetLife was absolutely rocking. We had the on the Fin side, brother fan sided network on last week, telling us about the MetLife takeover. All those teal jerseys, it was such a great day at MetLife. The weather was perfect. All these stupid Dolphin fans were everywhere. Honestly, they were literally littering the stadium. They're all excited all game. Sauce Gardner takes over from the beginning, and the hype honestly didn't stop. The end of the first half was tough. We'll get into it. But second half came in, and once it got rolling, it really never stopped. So there's just a little bit of a lull in the second quarter. The third quarter, I feel like there was no points. I have to double check that. But dude, what a day! Jets are 3-2. You don't think I'm gonna go pull it out? I'm gonna go pull out the clip from the preseason. I had us at 3-2, and you and Claudio freaking out, calling me all these names, and I said we're gonna be 3-2. I'm gonna be going into Lambeau. Because speaking of Road Warrior, I am going to Lambeau this week. I'm really hyped about that trip. That's my one road game of the year. Well, I might have to add Buffalo, but we'll talk about that later.
Good Lord.
3-2, baby. I'm ready, dude. I'm hyped, and we have a phenomenal guest on the show who's also just as hyped, even if not more hyped than both of us. So let's go, dude. Jets are tied for the top of the division in October.
Let's go. Indeed. All right. And if you heard the chuckles, if you hear the laughter, we got a guest with us today. We got an up-and-comer in the content creation mill. We got another Knicks fan, another Jets fan with us on today. Tsunami Jones. If you haven't seen her channel, Tsunami Speaks. She changed it from Tsunami Speaks Portuguese, but she's here with us today to break down this Jets game. If you haven't caught her Jets breakdowns and Knicks breakdowns, you got to go check it out. Tsunami, welcome to the show. How are you doing? How are you feeling after this win? What's going on?
Well, first of all, I'm honored to be on the show at all. So, getting to hang out with three big Jets fans and Knicks fans. I mean, I couldn't be much better there. And then on top of it, the Jets won. Are you kidding me? We're 3-2. When's the last time we've been 3-2, guys? When?
I literally don't remember that. I literally don't. I don't want to go back and think about it. I don't even remember. I don't remember feeling this good this early in the Jets season in my whole life because it was Sanchez. You know what I mean? So I was still feeling weird. I still had a weird pit in my stomach. I don't remember feeling this good this early in the season of my life. So, damn, I don't know what it's like to be here. We're officially in the hunt. It's October, Alex.
Yes,
it's October, dude.
Dude, the last time the Jets started a season with a winning record, being 3-2 or anything remotely close to that was when it was 2015. That was the last time.
That's exactly what I thought. Sanchez,
That's what I thought.
Yeah, you just have that pain in your stomach, though.
Yeah. So Fitzmagic, man. Goddamn Fitzmagic.
That's right, because that was the year that we lost to the Bills in the last game.
Yep.
Yeah.
John was there.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that was a tough one.
All right, we're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that was a tough one.
We're not going to talk
season.
about it
New
because
year.
because the Jets did something today. They put up 40 points. All right. They won
40
40 to
burger.
17. They won 40 to 17 the last time they put up 40 points. They put up 40, I think it was 48. They put up 48 against the Detroit Lions for Sam Darnold's debut. That was the last time they did it. I had to delete the tweet I put out originally because StatMuse put this filter on for road games. I was just looking for games. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was a Buffalo game that we put in there. We put up 40 points beginning of the season with Tony Sperano. We did do that, but the last one was with Sam Darnold. So, hey, Jets got an offense. I'm loving it. We had Zach Wilson, Breece Hall, Michael Carter.
the Beast.
We got Sauce Gardner again. The interception. I called that interception last week. I called it. This was a great win. Oh my God. Let's start with
the offense is clicking. The offense is clicking, and the defense is the second time in a row they had 4 turnovers. Right, 2 officially on paper. Then they had the turnover on downs and the missed kick. Dude, 4 turnovers. I mean, that is something I am not used to, even in the Rex Ryan days, dude. Even in the Rex Ryan days.
Opportunistic defense. But let's start with this offense because I feel like this offense we gotta give the shout out to Breece Hall, man, because that man, man had close to 200 yards total yards today.
Exactly. 197 yards from scrimmage. Are you kidding me? That 79-yard run that he had from that pass. I mean, he dragged 2 defenders with him from the last 20 yards. Yeah,
dude, it was
15,
crazy.
yeah.
That was we were going absolutely bonkers. I wish he just crossed the plane just to give Zach Wilson some due here because his stat line just looks so bad. We had 40, but 14 for 21 with 210 yards and no touchdowns. It just looks like a Daniel Jones line, you know?
Oh,
don't put that on him.
Don't do that. Don't ruin a good day. He had a good solid day. No turnovers. That could have been a TD. Zach Wilson still got his rushing touchdown. It's all good. Beautiful. It's all good. Yo, he maneuvered, got in there, dove head first. He took a big hit diving in there for the touchdown. But Breece Hall, man. Breece Hall. Jeez. Do we have a running back tandem? This is what we just needed for the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
Preaching it. We just needed to get this run game established to make it easier on our quarterback, and we did just that. We had 33 carries in total. 4 were done by Zach Wilson today, but we had really 29 carries, including the Barrios end around for a touchdown. 29 carries between everyone who's running. 18 for Breece Hall, 10 for Michael Carter. You get 97 yards for Hall, 21 for Carter, 2 TDs for Carter as well. This is the type of stuff that we need to see this team do in order to just win games and control the tempo of the entire game. You made it life much easier on Zach Wilson. If you want this kid to succeed and come back from an injury and start getting to a rhythm, this is the way you got to do it. Kudo jobs to Michael Floor, John's guy for drafting something up so good and having a scheme coming in here. But
dude, he knew. I'm giving it. I know we're still talking about we just started talking about the offense, but I'm already crediting Michael Floor for knowing exactly what was coming on that first play with Teddy Bridgewater. He said he knew. He's been watching every single play for Miami this year, and every single player was like laughing, like, I don't want to say it, but we kind of knew what was happening. I'm crediting that to LaFleur. I don't care.
It helps when you
I didn't think about that. Go ahead.
No, it helps like when you have an entire staff that's worked together. I mean, LaFleur, Saleh, McDaniel's like, oh, we were all in the same room. We all kind of have an idea of how each other thinks. Just one team was able to expose everything.
They run the same offense, but we're talking about offense here. Yeah. We have to start with AVT. AVT is the MVP of this team. He is all pro. Like, I don't know what else this man can do. I could not believe, because I wasn't really looking at my phone much pregame. I could not believe that when I walked in the stadium, AVT was lined up at right tackle. I did not see that coming at all. I really thought he was going to take the right guard, and McDermott did great last week. Shout out to McDermott. Usually we're the first people to clown on him, and he did great. And so, we were giving him his flowers last week. Herbig did fine. Salah really likes Herbig enough to make fun of him. So, he's like the perfect O lineman. Probably even smells bad talking about that in the game, which is hilarious. So he has respect for him, obviously. AVT at right tackle. I mean, not only is he able to move from position to position, but you see how he's able to create, right, for these running backs, right? If we don't have a right tackle, we're not running anywhere. Shout out to Dwayne Brown. We've been talking about people we've been clowning on. We've been clowning on Dwayne Brown and his injuries. So shout out to him. So for me, Breece Hall is amazing. Michael Carter, great. Receivers came through when they needed to. But for me, it's AVT. This offense, AVT. Like that's like my star. You had Breece Hall, I'm taking AVT. Who you got, Tsunami?
Oh, I definitely got AVT. I mean, this was his first time ever playing right tackle. They asked him that. He didn't do it in high school, college, or obviously the NFL. And he just comes in there and he just balls out. We needed that security on the offensive line. I mean, we all know that the Dolphins do a really good job of blitzing and things like that and sending those exotic blitzes out. I was worried a little bit for Zach going into this game just because we didn't know what to expect. And AVT just like, I got this. This is what I do. It doesn't matter. You can line me up at center next week. I hope that doesn't happen, but still. I mean, he brings, yeah.
So I asked if he joked he might try him out at quarterback next week.
I heard that. I was like, oh, that's where I draw the line. Do not put him there. But I mean, he was great. Like you mentioned, Dwayne Brown, like we weren't quite sure if he was going to play. You know, Friday he said he felt good during his media availability, but we didn't know if that was going to be a smokescreen. Clearly, the team has been making their own decisions quietly and not informing us. This is something new because, you know, we know Salah's been telling us everything, all the stuff behind the curtain. He's, you know, pulling the curtain out like, yeah, let's talk about it. This is happening. This is happening. We've been worried about the way that Salah's been talking about the injuries and whatnot. I like that we tried to do a smokescreen here. This is something new. Anyway, it resulted in a great offensive line. Zach looked well protected. Breece balled out. Big holes for Breece to go through. Michael Carter played well. It was a running game week. I didn't expect any of this. 5 touchdowns, 5 rushing touchdowns by the New York Jets. Who would have thought?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And honestly, another guy that caught my eye, I have not rewatched the game. Of course, you were mentioning you have it on loop right now, which I love. I'm going to be having that on loop. That's going to be my guilty pleasure all week. Obviously, going to be watching the All 22 by myself. I go through the All 22 with Richie on his Jets media every week too. That's always a fun watch along. But I have to watch number 87 because Uzama today absolutely killed it. He was all over the line. He had a sick block. I don't even remember what quarter it was anymore at this point. It might have been the second or third. But he had second. It was a double shift where like he was on the right, he shifted to the left, and then he shifted back to the right. And as he was going, that's when they snapped it. And he just leveled someone. I think it was like on a 3rd and 1. And he was just killing it on a day where Conklin had 0 catches. Mm-hmm. Uzama came in clutch. We have actually 2 real tight ends, guys. Like they block, they catch. Like, I don't care that Conklin had 0 catches. I think one of them should have been a big flag, but whatever.
Same.
We have to talk penalties at the end here. Like let's save the garbage.
That's in the defense section, right?
We'll save the garbage for the end here. But there was a lot of stuff that I have to discuss with people who had televisions because I was freaking out by myself there. Do you guys have any other notes on the offense? I mean, you guys mentioned Berrios. That was a sick end around.
It was.
Was he in?
He was in.
Yeah, he was.
I couldn't see. I did just show me like, you know, I'm so far.
He had 4 targets today, 1 reception for 11 yards. But
was he in? I couldn't see. Like I don't know if there was white in between. It was really hard to tell.
The catch. I thought you meant he was on the field.
Okay,
no,
he was
just
not
a catch.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I meant. On that catch,
his toes were already out before he even tried to do a toe tap.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was pissed.
Too. I was like yelling. Obviously, I was like, oh, come on.
Of course, right?
I couldn't see. Obviously,
every call is a BS call.
Yeah.
If it's not for us, let's go.
Well, I'll say I try to be fair. People don't like that around me. I've learned, especially in Jets games. Knicks games, people like be objective, especially for ref calls and stuff. Mm-hmm. Jets games, they do not like to be objective. It's either you're rooting for the Jets or just shut up. So I've learned to just like if I think the ref like made a right call, I just like shut up.
But I think to wrap it up, the offense was just on point. Yes, it was on the back of Breece Hall going ham today. But overall, we have weapons. The Dolphins had to respect every single position, even with a makeshift offensive line. They had to respect every single position down to our quarterback. Wilson went 14 for 21, had 210 yards. It wasn't anything spectacular, as you pointed out earlier, John, because he didn't have the touchdown, but no turnovers as well either. Yes, he had the one touchdown on the ground, but I thought this was a solid performance from Zach Wilson overall. He got to the receivers that he needed to get to. He was upright in the pocket. He stepped right up into the pocket. He made sure to scramble when he needed to scramble. There's the one sack that he took that was just for it was like second and 25. That was the killer. I was like, yo.
I took out my phone to specifically text you. You cannot take that sack.
No, you can't do that. Yeah. That's the type of stuff, but that's the type of stuff to learn from. But hey, I'll take the win any day. Everything else was fine. You're going to have some mistakes. I liked how he threw the ball out. There was one pass he tried. It looked like he was trying to get to Corey Davis, or I forget who the other receiver was. It might have been Wilson in the end zone, but you look at the coverage, it was like, oh, everyone was blanketed. He had no choice. He had no choice but to try to go deep. Maybe if he had one extra second, but you saw the defenders were just coming through the offensive line at that point. But overall, solid offensive performance. We got weapons. We actually have a good offense. I'm shocked for me to say this. That's not for either having a hot Josh McCown or Fitzmagic. It's
nobody was hot.
strange.
I know Breece Hall did amazing, but nobody was hot, and that's my favorite part. And it's kind of like plug and play with the running backs. But Tsunami, let me ask you this last question about the offense before we move on here.
Sure.
What's going on with the stagnation / the comeback kids, right? I mean, I know we were the highest scoring fourth quarter team in the league, and we scored 21 today. I get it. And then we scored 14 at the end of the second quarter, right? Or total, but it was more towards the end. We scored 0 in the first and 0 in the third. What's going on here? Do you have any opinion on why that's going on? For either way, either why
0 touchdowns, you mean?
Why we're hot?
0 touchdowns. 0 touchdowns, you mean? Just to clarify.
Yeah, it's weird. The third quarter, the last few games has been like this. It's like we're not making the adjustments that you expect for us to make coming in, and I don't really feel an answer as to why. It's like we're just, I don't know if it's a vibes thing, an excitement thing. We just feel like we're going to. The belief goes up in the fourth quarter as opposed to the third quarter. I don't know what to tell you. The defense was scary a little bit in the third quarter. I was frightened.
Oh, terrified.
A lot. I mean,
God
Mozart
awful.
was just killing us. And I'm like, dude, this is a third string quarterback on the Dolphins. Teron Armstead is out. All they can do is run. Bridgewater is out. We took him out on the first play of the game.
Yeah.
And you can't stop this Dolphins team? What's up? So for the life of me, I would love to know. And I mean, even as I have the game on the loop right now, I just saw the touchdown that just ends that happened that the Dolphins get right before the third quarter. So I'm frustrated all over again.
Perfect. That's perfect. Honestly, it's a perfect place to be because as we're jumping into this defense, that's exactly where I was so frustrated. I was literally sitting there at MetLife thinking to myself, I'm so sick of this slogan, and I'm retiring it from my vocabulary. I don't want to ever hear it again. The bend, don't break. Yeah. It's the stupidest slogan ever, and I'm finally here to say it out loud. I hate it. Why are we bending for anyone? It's the dumbest slogan because the reason we messed up, forget the flags. Again, we're going to get to the flags at the end because those is why we gave up most of the points today. Huge major plays because of flags, so whatever. But the open field tackling was where it was driving me nuts. Sauce Gardner, amazing. Took out the quarterback in a non-dirty play and scored points and got us the ball back. Unbelievable. Also had an interception, right? Beautiful. He also missed the tackle. I know it was Tyreek Hill, and he made a ridiculous move, but that cost us points. And so he made up for it, right? He had that open field tackle in the third. I forgot who it was on, but that's it. It was either third or fourth down, and he basically saved it for us. So it was a little bit back and forth. So you kind of see the growth there. But what was driving me nuts is every single second quarter at the end, we're giving up points. We did it versus Pittsburgh. We're doing it here. I know Carl Lawson came out today and he said, and shout out to him, he had an amazing game. He after the post game, he was talking about how he started to finally feel a little bit healthier off his Achilles. He's not 100% yet, which I thought was really interesting that he mentioned that because usually players are like, oh yeah, I'm 100%. I would never. He's like, I'm not 100%. I'm still working at it. So shout out to him. He came on today. His first full sack. I think he's like 1.5 now. With the strip. But Carl Lawson said something really interesting, guys. He was mentioning because everybody, of course, is gonna say, it was the third string quarterback. Like why how the hell is he 19 for 33 with 166 yards after all that? But he was killing it, in the beginning. And he said we kind of have to sit back and see how he plays. He's actually a way different quarterback than Teddy Bridgewater. Bridgewater was getting rid of the ball really fast, doing the quick screens, and Thompson was climbing in the pocket and kind of moving around and kind of shifting it. So Lawson was like, we just have to kind of see what's up so we don't like go all out or mess up too hard. And then they started coming together as the game went on, which if you look at the scoreboard, that's exactly what happened, right? It really is just after they saw what happened in the second quarter, it was basically it. That's the most frustrating part for me. Shout out to Q Will for not only killing it today, not only picking up that fumble, but shoving Tyreek Hill to the damn ground right in front of our face. I was so like, we didn't mention Tsunami, you mentioned it. Credit to you right before we got on, but the Michael Carter waddle, like he's waddling over there because everyone likes to do the jet thing on us, right? They like did it on the floor. Like I'm so happy Michael Carter's doing the waddle. Quentin Williams is shoving Tyreek Hill's head to the floor. Like, he's making fun of us. Enjoy your state taxes. Stop making fun of the Jets. Like, I would never go there. All that stupid stuff. Like, I love this defense. They are the tone of this team, man.
Absolutely.
Man, how do you follow that?
I'm stunned. I'm stunned.
I mean, it was an unbelievable game. Like, Sauce Gardner is him and DJ Reed every single time. I would eye them. I'm like, who do they have? Who's on them? And they would always stay away. Like the only time they ever gave up a catch was like a 3rd and 7. I don't even remember when it was anymore. It was like a 3rd and 7, and they purposely gave up 5 yards. And he was wide open, but it was for exactly 5 yards, and they collapsed on it. Like that's a bend don't break fine. If you want to use it at that fine, like fine, no problem. But damn, like what do you guys think of this defense? Like what was it like on television? Because 4 turnovers again? 4. Like 4. I can't believe it.
Well, like you, John, it was just frustrating to watch, and Tsunami said, when you see Raheem Mostert come out here, get 18 touches, go for 113 yards and gets a touch, you're like, what's happening? Like, can we just stop the run? But it makes sense when you say Carl Lawson's like, we have to sit back, legitimately learn on the job to see how this quarterback and how this offense is going to run in order to attack and to adjust. That makes sense. But what I do like, even with the 3rd string quarterback that they had, because he was still moving the ball a little bit, we kept Tyreek Hill and Waddle both under 50 yards receiving. Both under 50 yards receiving. Talk about our secondary.
Combined 10 catches, about 80 yards, dude.
What more can you ask for from your secondary? Seriously.
From a young secondary, like, yes, DJ is seasoned, but Sauce has just been otherworldly as a rookie. My God, the swagger that he has, the swagger our rookies has. I see Sauce and Breeze talk about he's probably got rookie of the week. He beat me, even though I got the safety and the NO, he's probably beat me because he got close to 200 yards combined with the TDs. And I'm like, do the Jets have people that have swagger? Like, what is going on? Like, there's actually an identity coming through. Tsunami, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, seriously, our rookies are competing against each other instead of the rest of the NFL. What team can say that? It's incredible. I was really impressed by Sauce. And I shouldn't be, right? We're seeing this crap every week. But, I mean, first of all, the safety. I mean, I love the sack. You didn't have any worries as far as, like, is this illegal? Is it, is he headhunting? Or just, are we going to get flagged for whatever the hell reason? No worries there. Beautiful play. And this is not a rookie, but I do want to say this real quick. DJ Reed on... I don't remember what down or what quarter it's in, but there was a play that Hill made on him where DJ Reed looked like he was going to pick the ball off. And I watched that like 5 times and I'm like, how did you? Reed had perfect position. He had his hands in the right spot and Hill just pulled it away. That's another drive that they got extended for no damn reason. Well, not for no damn reason because
I'm so happy you brought
Hill
that
was
up.
that good.
We saw Reed. That was a great time. We saw Reed jump, and we're like, "Oh!" All of us screaming, "Reed got it!" And then all of a sudden, it was like, "Oh, first down!" I'm like, "What just happened?"
And he was hyped too.
It looked crazy on TV too, huh?
Yeah. Yes. I was positive that was going the other way. I was pissed right after. Like, how? Is there a penalty? Where is it? No, there's no penalty. He said my ball, and that was it. But
That
so
was
yeah, so
nasty.
DJ Reed was just impressive. I mean, DJ Reed and Sauce have been good all year, but this might be a masterclass by them. I think this is my favorite game defensively, just from our secondary. We came in. I mean, any fan had to be worried coming just a little bit.
Oh, for
We don't
sure.
believe in our team, but this was the biggest challenge that they were going to have. It might be the biggest challenge of the season to play Jalen Waddle and Hill. And I don't want to hear it from Dolphins fans, by the way, that are saying that they are banged up. We have injuries every damn year, every week.
Ooh,
Like,
that
I don't
O-line
care.
is not our starting O-line. I don't want to hear.
Right?
I'll give them one thing though. I'll give them one thing. To be fair, as soon as I got the notification that Xavier Howard was out,
I was
Oh
hyped.
yeah, hell yeah.
I literally said, "That's it. Like it's a must win."
But was it
officially
because we
became a
didn't even
must
pass
win.
really like that? We ran all over them.
I
It's
know,
true.
I know.
But I thought we were going to pass all over them, honestly, after I read that. I'm like, okay, so Garrett Wilson for 90 yards? I mean, not
Which is-
90 yards.
Which is
Receiving?
why I'm being honest with you, and that's why I really wanted to ask you that, like, guys, that question about what's going on with this offense starting off, because I was really worried in the whole first quarter. I'm like,
Yeah.
listen, there's no X, there's no Jones, and we can't score a touchdown. We have a field goal and a safety. Like, come on, guys, we have to get this ball moving. The run game opened everything up. I mean, shout out to that 6-minute segment on ESPN that went viral. They're talking about how the run game, they went into a little bit of detail about how the run game opens up. That's exactly what happened today. Listen, maybe we're not going to be the fantasy darlings with the wide receivers. Like, we're going to be an annoying fantasy team, right? Like, Barrios might, get a touchdown and steal it. Michael Carter might steal some touchdowns from Breece Hall. Jeff Smith gets a first down. Corey Davis gets a random first down. Like, you don't know who's going to score. Uzama might play. That's fine. Like, we're an actual balanced team. And I know I'm getting ahead of myself. I know it. But Green Bay coming off a bye. I mean, Green Bay coming off no bye week after London. I'm saying it's possible. Like, all I'm saying is at this point, it is possible.
Hey,
and that's confidence right there. That's confidence from this game.
Tangent. Before we go back, I continue with the defense because we gotta give Carl Lawson his praises.
For sure.
I watched that Giants Packers game. The Giants had nobody outside of Danny Jones and Saquon Barkley, and they still came back and won. I'm just saying, the Jets can do it too. All right, the Jets have more offensively. Jets can do it too.
We'll get into it next week.
I can't believe I'm saying that right now, but the Jets can do it too.
I know.
But Carl
Rapid
Lawson,
reaction, of course, on the rapid reaction episode.
rapid reaction.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna still have that feeling later this week. It's very interesting how this season's playing out for the Jets. I'm loving everything about it. But Carl Lawson today was just a monster. We've been asking for Carl Lawson to show up. John, you mentioned it, how he now feels healthy. He didn't feel fully healthy after the Achilles. But today was just a day. Not 7 QB hits he had today. 7 QB hits with 1 sack. My goodness, getting after it today. Taking advantage of the line, taking advantage of the QB. That's what we brought him in here for. If this is the Carl Lawson we're going to have for the rest of the season, this Jets defense is going to take another level. It's going to step up. And thankfully, we got Jermaine Johnson, who said he was fine. He tweeted that out.
Okay.
Thankfully,
What
I
actually
missed that.
happened?
I have
Good.
no idea. His ankle. I don't know how he
Didn't see
hurt
the
his
play.
ankle, but I didn't see that play. Like all I saw was
people literally going like this to me, like pointing, like someone's on a cart, and
Did
I
you
was
see
like,
that?
"Oh
But you
my
see-
god, that's Jermaine Johnson."
watching the TV. This is why I'm going to ask you what the hell happened, because I just got the tweet notification saying Jermaine Johnson being carted off the field. I was like, I didn't see a cart. Where's
All
the
I
cart?
saw was the cart. Like all I saw was him just being carted
Same.
off. Yeah.
I did not see what the play was that caused this injury at all, but I saw him on the cart and was frustrated as hell. But I mean, hearing that he's okay, that's major. I'm excited
God.
just hearing that.
Yeah,
that he
yeah,
tweeted
I'm
that
hyped.
out.
I'm
Yeah.
really hyped too. Yeah, that's really
I didn't
good
think we
news
would get
there.
him back next week. We might have him on Sunday against this Packers team that's looking vulnerable. Carry on.
Oh yeah. Woo, this team. We also got
I'm
John
real
Franklin Myers
hyped
who's
now.
out there doing work today too. 5 quarterback hits as well.
He jumped off the screen all day. Okay, especially with this on the loop. Every time I look at defense, I'm seeing JFM make a play. It may not show in the box score, but he was killing it too. I hope people don't miss out on that when they rewatch the game.
Oh yeah,
He-
no.
And
he was
Bryce
great.
Huff. And Bryce Huff too.
Bryce Huff.
Zach Rosenblatt was sarcastically
guy.
he was sarcastically commenting. I want to hear what all the hype is about this Bryce Huff guy when he finally came back. As the Jets fans like, oh, just wait. And he's like, all right, like it's not that serious, and he's been killing it the last 2 weeks. I mean, he's literally made a huge difference on this line to the point where I feel like I have to go and watch. Did Rankins even play? I feel like Rankins is like he's like one of the best linemen, and he doesn't even have a chance to get on this field, which
He got his 2 tackles today.
is
something.
unbelievable.
He did
As
something out there.
usual.
He's out there.
Quan played okay too.
Quan,
he had a
Quan,
really big
Quan was a
tackle.
beast. Quan was a
Yes,
beast
he
today.
did.
He was a beast. He was all over the place. He was making key tackles when needed. Whew.
Oh my
He helped
goodness,
us
10.
turn them
Top
over on
signing.
downs.
Yeah, it's 10. Yeah, 10 tackles. Matched with CJ Mosley, Greg's favorite player on the Jets.
Hey,
Video
and
producer.
to our video producer who likes to attack CJ. CJ was out there in coverage and stopped somebody from getting the first down.
He
Out there in
did.
zone. He did.
It
I was
was
like,
major.
"Ooh, look at that." But the
Holy
last guy,
shit.
Quinton Williams.
That's the MVP.
That guy. That
That's
guy's
the
a beast.
defensive MVP today.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
100%. And the
Monster.
season.
And the
Monster.
season, really.
Give him more snaps because he makes plays when he is out there.
Yeah.
God.
Screw this whole.
Go off, Tsunami, go off.
Let's hear it. Let's hear what you got to say.
Well, I was going to say something, then I just see the replay of the fumble recovery and the stiff arm to Tyreek Hill. So now I'm even more hyped. I mean, Quinton has been great this year. Fantastic. And it looks like he's seeing more snaps, or at least the last 2 games, I guess, after the media outcry and the whole, kerfuffle with Ulbrich and all that. But seriously, every time he's out there, he's pressuring the quarterback, or he's just, I don't know, he just jumps off the screen all the time. And I mean, this is a guy that we are wondering, should we pay this year? Is he worth it? There were a lot of concerns with him, but he came in the camp great. He's in shape. I barely recognize Quinton when he comes off the screen. I mean, oh my God, he's been so fantastic. And he's
forever
in my Jet Hall of Fame for that stiff arm on Hill. Like, I'm done. Put him in the Ring of Honor just for that play alone.
Speaking of Ring of Honor, you guys want to hear a classic Jet stat? The last time we dropped 40 was on the Colts, so that's when we celebrated the Jets Super Bowl III, and like we had all the legends in town. And today we had the legends in town, and we won 40-17. I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but when the boys are in MetLife, we drop 40. I'm just saying, put a 40 piece on. It was just such a relief today to win this game. We finally have a division win. MetLife was finally rocking. Like, it was loud in there. I don't know if it sounded loud on the TV.
Oh, it did.
Oh, yeah.
It was so proud.
It was loud. It was
proud,
sick.
Yes.
Because from the first play of the game, like you mentioned at the top here, we got the safety. I hit up Alex and Claudio right away. I was like, MetLife is bonkers right now. It was shaking, and that's what we need. I mean, nothing else about the stadium is good. Like, getting in the stadium stinks. Getting out of the stadium stinks. Getting through metal detectors and going through a ticket stinks. Everything stinks about MetLife Stadium. But today, it was a glorious day at MetLife. So, shout out to Breece Hall. Shout out to AVT. I think we have the Rookie of the Year and the Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Year right now on the Jets. Right?
I think we do. I mean, how can you not? Look at Sauce. Look at what Sauce is doing. It's a corner.
And that shout out to Tyreek Hill for not coming. Because if that didn't happen, we wouldn't have had these guys on our team. So
true.
Everything happens for a reason. We have a real squad. I'm on cloud 9 right now, but I know it's going to come down real quick because the Jets got me hyped. The Rangers home opener is coming up. We got the Yankees playoffs happening. So I know this high is only very, very, very temporary for me. So I'm going to enjoy it while I'm here. It's Sunday. The Jets said they're going to enjoy this win today. I'm also going to enjoy it today. And then we'll move on. We'll move on tomorrow. But for now, as Alex pointed out, as a fanatic, right now, I'm good. Everything is good in Jets. We're above 500, man. Life is good.
Dude, we're above 500. Say it again. We're 1-0 in the division. Hello.
Tied for first with those pesky Buffalo Bills.
I was hoping they took a L today. They
Oh,
couldn't
man.
let me
Wasn't
have
even
my joy.
close.
No,
Yeah.
killed my teaser. I'm still.
Oh, no, we're not tied. They're 4-1 with 3-2.
Yeah. They're 4-1. Yeah.
We're
right.
tied with the Dolphins.
We're right. We're almost
Second
there.
place
We're
is
number
all
2.
right.
We're number 2. We're number 2.
Oh, the Dolphins. Yeah. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I understand the hype.
We're officially in the hunt.
We on the graphic. We are
We're
on the graphic, guys.
Yeah, NFL has a
Put it
graphic
on
right
TV.
now. We are in the hunt.
Let me tell you something. If we beat the Packers, the league's on notice.
I agree.
League is on notice.
If Aaron Rodgers
I hope we
loses 2
do
weeks
beat
in
the
a
Packers.
row, Aaron Rodgers loses 2 weeks in a row, the league is on notice. I agree.
Can you imagine Aaron Rodgers losing to the Giants, to the Jets, Russell Wilson going down in flames? It would be quite a year for football.
Oh my God. I'm not ready. I am not ready for when the Jets go 4-2. That's just it. That's it. I will be a menace here in Virginia. They will not
too.
be able to handle me.
Tsunami.
Oh my God.
Can I tell you a secret? I'm also going to be a menace because that's literally on tape that I have us going 4-2. So I will literally be a menace if that happens.
You should. Okay.
Look,
Oh my God.
outside.
Even I wasn't that optimistic. You're the most optimistic Jets fan. I love it. It's awesome.
Look, I walked outside here in Boston. I was rocking my Jets hoodie, my Jets hat today. I was like, yeah, you guys are in last place. Yeah, you look at me funny. You guys suck.
Let them know.
Felt great. But yo, John, you talked about, I know Tsunami's pissed about it. We got to talk about the trash today with these penalties.
Oh, I forgot. I tried to avoid it in my brain now. Yes.
But we got to talk about it because
talk about the zebras.
I don't even know. I honestly don't know how Dolphins wide receivers get PIs that are like questionable. And then Corey Davis gets knocked out. And you're like,
yes.
Where's the flag? Where is the damn flag?
And Conklin.
It makes no sense. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
How do you have defenders not even playing the football? Like legitimately head to the back of the football and then be like, that's clean. And then you see Sauce trying to turn around and get the deflection and like his hand goes up and you're like,
the first one looked like a really bad call for me. I'll be honest. The second one was 50-50. I don't love the call, but I get it at least. I get the second one. I get the Coleman one looked like a PI. Right? I was mentioning to you, like sometimes I just have to shut up because like the Coleman one, like it's just like, yo, dude, it was a PI.
The one that with Carter when he put his arm around
no,
him.
that was a PI because he grabbed.
I was okay. I was pissed.
Yeah, I just gotta shut up at that point. I'm just like, yeah, like
that one was legit. The first two though, and then the Jets didn't get. I was like, yo, what is happening? The Corey Davis one was the Corey Davis one was the most egregious one because if you're giving that PI to Tyreek, if you're giving all these other PIs and it's like outside of the Michael Carter grabbing the jersey, why doesn't Corey Davis, why doesn't Tyler Conklin get the same treatment? This is just the same Jets referee nonsense that we have every single year where we're just asking for a fair called game. Okay. Respect us. We're a solid team. Look at the fourth quarter. We could put up points. All right.
Some respect on our name, Alex.
21 goddamn points in the fourth quarter. All right, like, just put some respect on our names.
We're not drafting last anymore, huh? ESPN. Let's
go. Take us off the draft. Take us off the board altogether. We 32.
We're in the hunt, baby. We're in the hunt.
But they got 100 and I believe it was 105 or 102. It's one of those numbers. Yards off of pass interference calls. Yeah, it's the only reason that they scored the 17 points was because of those drives.
Facts.
I mean, come on. Like we gave I was so angry, man. I mean, it would have been like 3 points probably from them.
Again, to be fair, the New York Jets now 2 weeks in a row giving up chunk penalties before the half and giving up points. Like it's starting. Okay, maybe you call it a habit now. Like first time, call it the ref. Second time, you call it a habit. If it keeps happening, it's gonna be a trend. So we really got to clean it up. And teams always say you win and lose games in the last 5 minutes of the half and the first 5 minutes of the half. To be honest with you, that's just not the case with the Jets. We are losing the game in the last 5 minutes of the first half, and we are losing it or at least tying it in the first 5 minutes of the second half. So we are not going by that mantra. I don't want wins and losses now to start predicating on that. But again, highest fourth quarter point team. I mean, I guess that's got to count for something because
But it has to be the lowest third quarter team possible. It has to be the lowest third quarter.
But listen, it's so not like the Jets.
Yeah. It would
It's
be top
usually like
five
we
for
do
sure.
well, and then it's a fourth quarter and we're super stagnant. Like we can't do anything.
Yep.
So it's just weird.
I'll
I kinda
gladly
like
take.
it. I like it. I like that we.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'll take I'll
Yeah.
take the low third quarters for the explosive fourth quarters every single day, every single week,
Just
every
not
single game.
sustainable.
This
It's not
season,
sustainable, man.
it's
We
unsustain-
gotta fix some
hold
things.
on, hold it. This season right now, and you're gonna like this, John, because the Jets did something miraculous back in 2010. All right.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting 2010 vibes with this kind of like where they're getting like close wins and they're like edging out against like the Lions, the Browns, Texans. You're like, did we just do that?
And listen, Zach Wilson hasn't had a game yet. I'm just letting you know. Like Zach Wilson has not had a game so far. Like he hasn't thrown a touchdown yet. And now I can use that stat. Again, I know it's annoying. He had that Brees Hall. He was right there. So stupid. But he didn't even get a touchdown. Like he's going to have a game at some point. Like that Titans game from last year. Like it's going to happen at some point. He has to.
It is.
It's coming.
All right.
It's definitely coming. I mean, he hasn't had a complete game, but I mean, he's doing what we want him to do. He's making the smart passes now. I was very impressed by how he played. We decided we were just going to run the hell out of the ball. I mean, that's just what we opted to do. I think he could have had some. I mean, we didn't pass, at least from what I could see. I don't remember us passing really, but like 1 or 2 times in the red zone. It was just we were just running it in. Zach could have had several touchdowns as far as I'm concerned, but we don't know that. I'm not impressed if there's no Xavier Howard out there, even though Javon Holland played fairly well. I think Zach did a good job of phasing him out of making a bunch of plays against us.
For sure. I think I feel like this
stat?
game, huh?
You have a stat?
No, I don't have a stat right now.
Oh, okay. Because I have a John Franklin Myers quote.
Ooh, what's the quote? What's the quote?
Ready for the quote? We just played with a chip on our shoulder after that whole Jets Who thing. I think that rubbed everyone the wrong way. Franklin Myers said Hill's remarks were circling Twitter in recent days. That fired me up. I don't get fired up about a lot of stuff. I don't care about people talking, but that's disrespectful, and I don't like disrespect. You shouldn't do that no matter who you are. Dude, the Jets are ready to kill Tyreek Hill. They hate Tyreek Hill as much as we hate Tyreek Hill, and that makes me so damn happy.
The cheetah should have stayed in Kansas City. I'll just say that right now.
Or just don't talk smack, dude.
No. He just should have stayed in Kansas City, bro. He just should have stayed in Kansas City. That's all you need to do.
You need to shut up. Just shut up.
I love that our team is so cognizant of all this stuff. Like, it's just incredible. You know, we as fans, we're hype about it. We know what happened. We know about it going into the week. They were talking about that state tax. Tyreek Hill said state taxes. I'm like, we know what you said 4 months ago, sir. We didn't forget. You can pretend that this crap matters. But JFM is cognizant, and he's not even that kind of guy. The rookies obviously cared. The whole Waddle thing. I mean, we have a renewed and restored rivalry against the Dolphins. How exciting is that? I love it.
I love
Beat
it
them
as well.
down.
You can laugh and shrug it off, but I didn't like that, and the team didn't like that.
I got you.
Love it, dude.
What's cool is that because we've had teams in the past too, going off of what Tsunami says, that we've had teams in the past too that would acknowledge it during the week. You know what I mean? It's like, and they would talk smack during the week. The Jets are the team right now that's like, we read it, we're gonna keep quiet, we're gonna let our game do the talking, and then we'll tell you how we feel afterwards and let you know. And then keep it pushing. And I like that mentality. I just
Is it because of Salah? Is it because of Salah with the receipts?
I think so.
Yo, he's so hyped, like on the sideline too.
Yes,
It's contagious. And it's such a nice juxtaposition from Todd Bowles, from Adam Gase, right? And we finally have.
Well, anything's better than Adam Gase. That's.
Well, I'm just saying, just I mean, forget everything else. Just on terms of like sideline, animation. Just like for us, you know what I mean? Like he gets us hyped. Like it's
for sure.
Yeah,
love it.
But yeah, I can read these
ahead,
quotes
Tom.
all day, so I can't. Like Sheldon Rankins going off. Like Sheldon Rankins, obviously. You want to see a big man get in the end zone and do a little dance, but a close second is launching another human being into the ground. That's a very close second. I mean, they probably have this on repeat going on in the locker room right now, and so it makes me feel less weird because I'm also gonna have it on repeat.
That play, oh my god, You know that. So it's not even bulletin board. It's just everywhere. I mean,
It's
there's nothing more exciting than honestly that play by itself. Just in a vacuum. Just
it's
seeing Quinnen do that to Tyreek. Sorry.
no, it's all good. It's all good. That that stiff arm is the
Mhm.
same level as the Derrick Henry meme from 2 seasons ago.
That's so funny because
Hey,
Q
you're
Will
right.
literally mentioned today that Coach Saban taught us how to stiff arm in Bama as a joke, referencing that literal meme, or Henry in general.
That needs to
That's
be it.
great.
That's a Jets meme from here on out.
Done.
Someone already did it with the state taxes. It's like
Yep.
I think it was like IRS state taxes.
Hilarious.
I love
Uh,
it.
All right, well, so let's wrap this thing up with final thoughts. I'm excited for this week. I'm really
We're on to Green Bay.
on to Green Bay.
Let's go.
I'm looking forward to it. That's all I got to say. John, what are your last words?
That's it. That's it. I mean, a cool stat that Rappaport just tweeted out. The Jets and the Giants are both above 500 through week 5 for the first time since 2015, which was all the way till week 9. So that's when the Jets are 5-3 and the Giants are 5-4. So New York on a come up. We'll see what the Mets do tonight. Mets might be in the playoffs. The Yankees are definitely in the playoffs. The Knicks look good. Even though the Nets, I know you hate them, but they're a real basketball team.
A what?
I know the Rangers are about to start. Like things are looking good right now. We're versus the Lightning too. If we could beat them, that'd be fantastic. A little revenge.
So it's crazy that New York has every sports team except basketball. They only got the Knicks.
I know it's wild, huh?
Right?
Very wild. Very wild. Tsunami, what are your last thoughts on this game before we head out of here?
I mean, it was just a beautiful game to behold for us. I mean, I can't get over the 5 touchdowns, honestly, that we had. 40 burger. And honestly, we can talk smack to the Dolphins fans for the next, I don't know how many weeks until we play them again. So I'm just excited off of that. I'm excited about these rookies. And I cannot wait to just watch this team continue to grow and keep learning. Brees said to LaFleur last week, he said, I'm starting to get it now. He said that after the Steelers game. And we just saw what he got. He can do better. Oh, not that he could do better, but I mean, he's going to just continue to build on this. And we have like at least 2 superstars. At least that's how I see it. One Sauce, two with Brees. We knew Brees was going to be good coming into the season. So this is just me riding off of that high, honestly. But Brees is coming into his own. Garrett Wilson. I mean, I'm not calling him a superstar yet, but I mean, look at what we have. And it was just all in one draft. Are you kidding me, guys? Just be pumped. Enjoy this week. Enjoy Victory Monday. Jets fans get a Victory Monday. Let's go. Let's go, Jets.
And this is why
and the National Day off. Amazing.
And this is why I let Tsunami close us out because I knew she was going to eloquently lead us out of here. Tsunami, thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate you having on and giving us your Jets thoughts. Please let our listeners know where they can find you and if you got any projects coming along the way.
You can find me on Twitter for sure. I'm at the Ballin' Chick. I'm always talking Knicks stuff, always talking Jet stuff, and just general excitement. And then, of course, on YouTube on at Tsunami Speaks, I talk about Jet stuff, Knicks stuff, and I'll probably put a few Yankee stuff out there. Maybe at some point, if the Yankees actually, go a little further, then I can poke my head out of the snow and talk about them a little bit more. But that's where you can find me. Maybe as far as projects, maybe something coming down the pipe. I don't have anything for it to really advertise yet, but you'll be the first to know if you follow me on Twitter and subscribe to me on YouTube.
Awesome. Tsunami, thank you so much for coming on. Make sure you go check out Tsunami Speaks, your new YouTube channel where she's been breaking down the Knicks, the Jets. She gave some Yankee stuff as well, said some Yankee content may be coming out. She fits right in, John, as a Knicks, Jets, Yankee fan. Oh, my goodness gracious. We just live all over the place. We got Virginia. Obviously, you're in Staten Island. I'm originally from New York, in Boston. And Tsunami's originally from New York, too, just down in Virginia. We got it all over the place. Only Greg is around here with the goddamn Mets, but that's another story for another day.
Give him a break, yo. Let him get some DS, yo. He was such a
hater. I feel bad for Mets.
Buck Showalter is doing his best to not get the Mets into the DS. Just root for them. It's fine.
Oh man, but thank you everyone for tuning in for another Jets episode. of the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast. Please make sure to subscribe. We're on all audio listening platforms. We're on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, Alexa, Stitcher, you name it. We are there. If you listen to us on Apple or Spotify, please make sure to give us that 5-star rating. And if you listen to us on Apple, please make sure to leave a review or comment. We're also partnered with Fanside and Minute Media, so you can find this podcast on the Jet Press or the Daily Knicks. We also got that YouTube channel. Knicks coming, Jets coming, ETC, period, no one writes out, etc. That shit's wild. Find the page, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you know when a new episode drops. When you watch a video, hit the like button, add a comment. We add to the conversation. We want to know your thoughts and opinions. What are your thoughts on this Jets win? Come on, Unc. I know you've been texting John. I know you feel some sort of way today. He had to text you today. What did he say to you today, John?
I got you.
All right.
Yeah, he texted me. It was actually bad funny. He texted me at exactly 4:09 p.m. I'm back, baby. All in for the playoffs.
Let's go, Unc. Let's go.
And I said, let's go. Come to Green Bay. I was like, I got 2 tickets for you and Mike. He goes, damn, that's so tempting. Do you know a good divorce lawyer?
Damn.
So I don't think he's gonna come, but I think he's all the way in. I think he's
all
back.
right. He's coming back
on the Jets.
Brandon Mann. That's what's happening. And Greg Zorline. That special teams was showing out today too.
Oh,
But while you're also on the YouTube channel, we got another podcast, Winning Picks Weekly. John, video producer Greg, and our guy and co-host Chip Murphy. These guys go through every single sport possible, whether it's the NFL, which we're in season obviously right now. Come on, Jets are 3-2, so we're talking about it. And you got college football going on right now. Week 6 just happened. All these guys are giving you their great takes, giving you their inside knowledge on where to be placing your money. If you need to put money down on the line, these guys got you covered. Then last and certainly not least, please make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. We are there. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for another Jets episode of the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast. We out.
Jets, Jets.
Jets Nation. Let's fly.